Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Rotten Tomatoes Month. Now, this time we have a movie that got a 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. It flopped and it came out in January of 2001. Why this came out in January? I don't know why, because they shouldn't have done that. They should have put it on a month like in the summer, because this is not a winter movie. And that is the teen crime comedy that I think is pretty underrated. Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice, Saucy. How can a movie with these gorgeous women be a flop? And it says, "Get ready to cheer for the bad girls." Well, they're not really killers in the movie. They're anti-heroes at the end, pretty much in the second half of the movie. Now, let me just read this synopsis quick. These cheerleaders are holding up more than pom poms in this sizzling comedy about bank robbery and best friends. For the Lincoln High A squad, cheering comes easy, but when team captain Diane, Marley Shelton, I thought her name was Lisa. It's on Wikipedia. It said her name is Lisa. I guess it's Diane. I guess falls in love with the star quarterback Jack. They got that right. So Wikipedia lied. It's James Marsden and Marley Shelton as the leads. It leads to some unexpected problems for the pair. That's when she calls on friends to help out with their goal to rob the local bank branch. The rebel of the bunch, Kansas, Mina Savari from the American Pie movies and American Beauty, masterminds a plan for the most outrageous heist this small town has ever seen. Can the Betty Doll bank robbers pull it off and still make it to the big game in time? Will the bitter eyewitness Lisa, Marla Sokoloff, gorgeous girl Gia from the later seasons of Full House, turn them in? See what happens when the good girls go bad. Yeah, that's basically the premise in a nutshell. This is a really underrated film. I think it's really cute. The girls are beautiful in the movie. Mina Savari, Mara Sokolov, and Marty Shelton. I love her face. I've always loved that face since I saw her in uh, in the '90s. She was in, I think, The Sandlot. Yeah, she was the lifeguard in The Sandlot with the glasses, and then she saves the little kid, the nerdy kid, and he kisses her. I'm like, dude, I do not blame you. Shelton still looks like this. She's still a beautiful girl. She also was in Scream 4 and a bunch of other stuff, an episode of Family Matters in the '90s. She's just a joy to watch. James Marsden, you remember him from, he was Cyclops in the first three X-Men movies, and he also made a small appearance in Days of Future Past. Fuck the third movie, by the way, The Last Stand, for killing him off. Um, the girls, I like the girls. Amina Savari, I've always liked her. You know, she's a good actress. I think she's beautiful. You also have Rachel Blanchard. She's the religious chick, which I'm not a fan of that. In this movie, it's kind of like really shoehorned in. And that's one thing I don't like the reading on Facebook. Just no. Politics, religion, and freaking foreign languages. Not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Let me say it three times so you guys get it. Not for me. It just feels really pandering. Anyway, you also have Melissa George. She's probably my least favorite of the actresses because she's an Aussie chick. I get it. Here, she's attractive. She's kind of um, she's obsessed with Conan O'Brien. He's a good comedian. I don't hate him. You also have this other girl. I think her name is Sarah Marsh. She's the little girl, the really young one. She's not in the front here, but she's cute. She's serviceable. And the film is not mean spirited. They said, "Oh, this movie is too close to Columbine and all that with teen girls with guns." I'm like, these aren't teen girls. They're playing teens, but they were like in their 20s when they did this movie in the early 2000s. And the film, is fun. The two leads have good chemistry, Marty Shelton and James Marsden. They make a cute couple. They're not hitting each other. They're regular people with regular problems with finances and with a baby. He has sex with her on prom night and she gets pregnant and she starts to get a big belly. I am all for procreation. It beats the hell out of the gay agenda any day because at least those people can't procreate the way a heterosexual couple can. Just saying. And it's a nice love story. The crime thing is at the end, so it's not like throughout the whole movie. And they don't kill anybody. They're not cold blooded killers. They just want to get the money and just leave. That's it. Yeah, it's a wrong thing to do, but sometimes desperate measures happen when desperate times come. And Anyway, the film is short. It's only 85 minutes long. It's cute. I didn't mind some of the jokes. Like I said, with Rachel Blanchard's character, I just didn't care about, her background. The actress is fine. She's from Canada. I liked her in Road Trip. She's very cute. And she also was in Snakes on a Plane. And the film, Friends, a movie starring women, directed by a woman. Hmm. And I like it. And I'm not a freaking and there's no SJWs in this. Thank you, Francine McDougall. You're not freaking Kathleen Kennedy. Because I get sick of that woman. She produced some of the best movies ever made, but it wasn't her. That was Spielberg and Frank Marshall and everybody else. Because she never did anything worth a shit in their entire life. But with this director, she knows what she was writing, and Mandy Nelson wrote it. And one of the producers, yeah, is a woman, Wendy Finerman. Again, they kept it very female oriented, but it didn't bother me. The girl talk didn't bother me. There's some talks, like when it's like, oh, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna have the baby, or please don't have an abortion? Don't be a baby killer. But no, they don't mention that again because that's really dark and that's not funny. And no, she's like, she mentions a Madonna song, "Papa Don't Preach." I'm gonna have my baby. I'm like, yeah, I love Marley Shelton's character. She's sweet. She's cute. She's vibrant. She has a smile on her face. Look at that face. Does that look like a girl in pain, like Bella in Twilight, or freaking, Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades movies, or Hobo with a Stick? That's the face that she gives at the end of The Force Awakens when Han dies. Again, I want a female that's likable and beautiful and appealing to me because I am a man and I like to see beautiful girls bonding and talking and, thinking about guys. That's kind of what draws me in to a female driven movie. And the masks are pretty cool. They're not see there's no CGI in the movie. There's some slapstick comedy in it, and it doesn't bother me. And it's a lighthearted movie that knows what it is. It's PG-13, but like I said, it's got language, sexual-related humor, and some thematic elements. The pregnancy, and he bangs her in the car, and she's gonna have a baby. There we go. There's all and the language. Mila Savari, she curses the most in the movie, but I like her as an actress. So it's like when Elijah Dushku played the rebel without a cause in Bring It On, and I love that. I love rebellious characters that don't play by the rules. Kathleen Kennedy. That's why Deadpool. I love him as a character because he doesn't go. He goes against the typical Hollywood character, hero, and it worked. Here, all the girls are different. They're not cardboard cutouts. The soundtrack is pretty cool. The film is light in tone. I like the fact that James Marsden works at a video store, which don't exist anymore. It's kind of like a D-list version of Blockbuster, but it reminded me of back in the 90s and the early 2000s when I used to rent VHS tapes. Good times. Good times. And the film is a film of its time, and it didn't deserve to flop. 28%. This is not Son of the Mask. I promise you. This is not like Freddy Got Fingered. This is not Norbit. This is not Disaster Movie, which is one of the worst films I've ever seen. No, this is a cute, not rom-com, but a crime comedy, teen crime comedy with some romance, and it's cute. It's not forced down your throat. It's not pandering. It's not women kissing each other. I don't need that in my freaking entertainment. Never have, never will, because I'm a man. I want to kiss a woman. I want to see a man kissing a woman on screen. It's magical, it's romantic, and it works. It still works. Don't tell me that, oh, heterosexuality is, straight people is an agenda, because it's not. Women produce babies, and that only happens with the help of a man. And like I said, I like this movie. I think the disc is a little bit whiffed up. Let me see. Yeah, the disc is a bit scratched, so I might have to get another copy of it. The disc. That's not my fault, by the way. When I moved here, the disc got tousled, so I need to get another copy of this. But I like this movie, and it holds up. And I want to get another copy of this because it's scratched, but it is a really, really cute movie. And if you want to see beautiful girls dressed up as cheerleaders, which is one of my fantasies, and they look good, they act well, they're not like horrible in the movie, And even Melissa George, she's not an actress that's been shoved on our faces. Let's face it. The last 3 years, we got that with this tainted version of something I loved. So yeah, I do need to get another copy of this movie because I like it. It's not perfect, but it's cute. And if you see this movie, it won't hurt. And I think the movie is very underrated. Like, it didn't deserve to flop. It cost like $20 million, 25 million. It didn't cost 100 million like Fembusters. This is not Fembusters, I promise you. It's, well, way better act. There's no freaking fart jokes or any of that, or queef jokes or whatever. No, it's women being women, and they know who they are, and they're not. They go to a bank, they just rob the money, and that's it. They don't kill anybody, and they do get caught at the end, but at least Marley Shelton is able to have her baby, and she lives happily ever after. So, not bad. And I do need to get another copy because, good God, that this is horrible. Is in horrible condition. So, but anyway, thanks guys for watching. Take care. I really enjoyed this movie. I want to get another copy of it. I hope I get one at the flea market tomorrow. I'm going to go to one, and it's cute. It's very cute, and we don't get comedies like this anymore. Usually nowadays we get stuff like Girls Trip or an Amy Schumer movie where it's just, oh, let's talk about penises, vaginas, and just say the F word a lot. That doesn't make me laugh all the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Here, they don't have to say the F word to be funny. These girls are charming enough, most of them. And the rest of the male cast is not treated like idiots. James Marsden has a character, and he works. But anyway, I will get another copy of this movie. I wish they had a Blu-ray of it because then it'll never get scratched. But Sugar and Spice is a cute little movie. It's sweet and it's spicy with the girls acting and their outfits, and they have personalities. That's all I can ask for, and it's entertaining. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.